can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. Who's on with me now? Who's on with me now?
On the car, it's like a weekend at Bernie's, and baby, you with the problem. About to get it poppin', call a Uber, cause I'm a scuba. Dive while he driving, shawty rockin', and I maneuver. I know you like it when I put it, yeah. Maybe you should bring a friend along, yeah. Now, I got paper and I ain't gon' chase you, baby, I'm gon' take you down. Now, come on, shake it, baby, turn that around. I'm like,
oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. Who's on with me now? Who's on with me now? Going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul. Who's on with me now?
take it up another notch and make it drop it and never take it down. Take it down. 30-something thousand watching, show me something, baby.
Who's on with me now? Okay, your nose keep running and the money keep coming. Hey, I'ma keep ballin'. Hey, Rucker Park spallin'. Hey, carefree, I've been living carefree. So much in the air, we can barely even breathe. Hey, I rarely worry about things I don't know. You say I'm living wrong, you ain't wrong, running wrong way. So think about it, it ain't nothing I don't know. All the money that I saw, I don't think I'm ever wrong.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a fresh start throughout the league here in Week 1 as these two teams have high hopes for the season ahead. It's the Bengals going up against the Jets. The opening kick of the new season is straight ahead as we turn it over to our broadcast duo of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thanks. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Jets. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And the way in. Touchdown, New York. Robbie Anderson, 73 yards. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed of the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses, and now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
Now back to throw. He drops it off for Bernard. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to lead to a third down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Take it at the 37. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Jets take possession. New York set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
His throw caught at about the 5. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
They'll begin here with Bernard. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. And they'll add a DB in the secondary here on 3rd and 14. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They've got his man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
3 yards to go on second down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Complete to the right side, it's Eifert. And he gets it down to the 32. So a little grabbing there, but this time it goes against the offense for holding. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13.
Let's go. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw here. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down. First try for this offense today, and our first chance to get a look at Tyler Eifert.
And he's part of the new wave of tight ends in the NFL. They use them in every position, sometimes even by themselves as a wide receiver.
And defensively, it's a nickel formation here on 3rd down and 9.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw again. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the inners for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On the toss, Bernard. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
There's so many times during camp and practice that you get bored as a player doing regular drills. But how about that shed and skate drill right there by the linebacker? You do it each and every day, get the block time tackle. That's what we just saw.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Back to throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyler Boyd, the former Pitt Panther, was the target. And it's 3rd down. And quickly the starting 11 now for the New York defense.
Muhammad Wilkerson is one of the most versatile defensive linemen in the league. You can play him at any spot and expect big-time production.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. It's a 5-receiver set, 3 to the left, 2 to the right. third down. He'll drop to throw. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight, matter. Because he has such great skills, you want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push his way up to about the 14. A gain of 3, second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Lucky Whitehead, his intended target. And it'll bring up third down. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. There's nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They go play action here on first down. Looking deep downfield. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
He'll look to throw, and that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Pulled in at the 24. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
He gets this one to Boyd. It'll go as a gain of 12, and it's good enough for a Cincinnati first down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
While there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And his throw here's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
10 yards to go on 3rd. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Wide open receiver complete. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Ah, yes, this is where the expression staying ahead of the chains comes into play. Good runs like that one set you up well for 3rd down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Let's go! No, check! Patriot!
They'll drop to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well.
else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit. Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. They come up in an offset eye. They'll set up a throw. Johnson with a completion over the middle. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position. It's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Big Geno Atkins there to bring him down.
And that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Now back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And a pretty simple completion there underneath, but a successful one for the offense.
Partner, doesn't have to be the big shots downfield all the time. Having that safety net underneath is a great thing for a quarterback.
And eventually brought down, but it's near the 5 at the 6. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. It's their quarterback. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. So a quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play, but he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is that balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That one complete to Anderson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On play action, they'll throw. Deep drop. That is caught at the 7. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Their big tight end with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Whitehead, the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Over the middle, it's complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. C.J. Mosley in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. He'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Giovanni Bernard, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's it's third down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Out of the gun now on third down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now this is fielded in the end zone. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And with a new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says, try something different. Try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He completes it to Boyd. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be third down. So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. Now a run with a fullback Johnson. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
3rd and inches, just turn around and hand it to the big guy and let him plow forward and pick up a first down. A lot of people think that the offensive line, they may almost take the play off because they got a big guy back there pushing forward. I think it actually works in reverse. I think they block harder because they love seeing that guy get the ball because he doesn't touch it very often.
From left side here, and it's complete. It's a gain of 17 that time. And it's first down, New York. And now they're in the hurry-up.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it's good for a New York first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Only 3 yards on the pickup. They'll be left staring at a 3rd and 14.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there. And it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So put another 3 on the board. And all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the 3rd quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out costs him a yard as he's out of bounds at the 24-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this game.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's something like there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game. Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down, not always a safety valve. Sometimes they just get it to them right away because they have the matchup advantage.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It appears that the pressure is affecting him today. Normally, he knows exactly when to get rid of the football, but today, because he's been hit a few times, he's getting rid of it a little bit too quickly.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now.
All right, here we go. Back there, not Philly. Here we go. Under 10. Over. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key 1st down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Their big tight end making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And this Jet offense starting to run away with this one. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. 4 yards remaining now on 2nd down.
Set, please. Over. Detroit.
He'll look to throw. Allen's got it over the middle. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football, So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And Eifert has it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. Give him 13 on the pickup there. And that'll be good enough for a Cincinnati first. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll set up to throw. He gets this one to Boyd. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Second down now after the pass completion.
Here we go now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
Good call.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They're going to look to throw. On the screen, Bernard. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
All right, here we go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, this from 46. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg. And they're at least trying to finish out strong.
New York set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They'll set up the throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So he makes the grab and the change move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line giving them time to complete that first down pass.
Now they'll run it on the taunts. They find some open field here. 20. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. Broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Looking to throw. That is incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game. But here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game. And if you still want to...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Bengals getting set to go. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Let's go!
And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Back to throw. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And New York set to take the field. They have the big lead here late. They protected their home turf well, didn't they?
They certainly did, partner. And just think about how good that feels, because every team has a goal when they start the year to win at home. All right, and sometimes you don't win all of them, but they managed to get that done today. Just think about your routine stays the same. Everything's familiar. You feel right going into the game, and they translated that into a win.
They did indeed. They protected the home field, and now the final stages.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Hey, I'm coming. Come on, pump it up, baby. Let's get live. Get up, crowd. Get up.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it, because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Jets, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jets as we say so long from MetLife Stadium.